Hello. It's been a little while since I did a video, and I thought it was about time. I've been thinking about this and working up to it for a couple of weeks now. I have some figures to show you that I've been working on, but it's been a bit of a strange time. About 15 months ago, I suppose, I started to develop some problems that have been impacting on my ability to paint. Principally, I have developed a tremor in my left arm, and I'm left-handed. That's not too much of a problem for painting because it affects me when it's at rest rather than when it's in use. But I've also had a stiffening in the joints which have reduced my ability to manipulate the brush. And so what's basically happening is that things are taking a lot longer to do than they were. I'm having to concentrate much more on doing stuff that was second nature. And actually I think the quality of my painting has suffered. As a consequence, I've been looking at alternatives to the way that I painted. The method I've been using for many years has been a kind of layer effect. So I've been looking to use more washes and experimenting with contrast style paints. I even tried painting with my right hand, and that was as bad as it sounds. I think I could have learned how to use my right hand with time, but holding the miniature with my left hand, the tremor just became too strong. I'll turn the camera around and show you what I've been up to. This isn't the whole of my output, but it's been what I've been focusing on most recently. So I'll just turn the camera off and turn it around. Just before we start, one of the other side effects, symptoms, is that my voice has lost some of its power. So I apologise if this is difficult to hear at times. But anyway, in front of us we have a unit of late medieval skirmishing crossbow. These are metals from Foundry and a couple of Perry's plastics. Perry's? No, Wardell Games, I think. Plastics. They're going to go into my late medieval army. These Foundry figures are still fantastic, really, considering how old they are and how the technology they were manufactured on has been improved on. They still sort of can stand alongside some of the modern figures. So those are the skirmishing crossbows. Right, I shall turn this off and put the next unit up. So here we have a unit of militia crossbow. I've got to add a banner, obviously you can see I've got to do the bases. Again, mostly Foundry. Nice figures still, aren't they? You can see from the different colours on the bases, I haven't decided what colour to go with yet. A bit tricky. I want them to match something I've done years ago now. I can't remember what I used on them, so I've been trying to work out by trial and error what the closest match is. Haven't found it yet. Okay, so that's the second unit. These are Perry's, the metal range. They will be used as Castilier in my coming army. I've got another 3 on the painting table at the moment, which would give me the back rank of a new mounted unit, and the knights that go with them will be from the Steel Fist miniatures range, and I am pretty intimidated by them. I would be at the best of times, but getting them to look good is going to be a bit of an interesting challenge and take a long time, I think. Anyway, those are the most recent units finished and painted. Now, I did mention that I was experimenting with alternative painting techniques, and I'll show you some samples of that so you get an idea of what I've been trying and how much success I've had, I suppose. Okay, so there you are, there's that unit. This is one of the first I tried. Brown undercoat, very, very heavy dry brush of a very light grey, and then a highlight dry brush of a off-white, sort of, before I then sort of applied contrast out paints to it. I really didn't like this very much. It's too dark. The contrast paints don't flow as I would want them to or expected them to. More problematic in some colours than others. I put thinner in the blue and it worked much better after I'd done that. But on the whole, not an absolute disaster, but not what I wanted. This one, the green dress is contrast style. Again, I had to thin the paint down so it would flow properly. And some of the smaller areas, rather than contrast, are touched up and layered, albeit not as finely as I would have done once. I think you can see from the face that the detail, actually, I can't get the focus to work on this probably, but the detail on the face isn't great. This is a more hybrid affair where I used the contrast more like a wash on his coat here. Again, it's patchy. I'm not a great fan of it, of the effect. And some of the other detail, his leggings, his belt, is painted in the layered effect. So it was easier to do. Again, the focus isn't great, is it? I ran into one problem when I came to do the varnishing. Even though I'd left it for 3 or 4 days to dry, the red reactivated and tinted the white stripes on his trousers a sort of light pink, so I had to go back in and try and do that, and again that took a heck of a lot of concentration trying to get it to work properly. But on the whole, this worked the best of the 3, so I may well try to persevere with using contrast style paints on the big areas and see if I can just manage to do the layering on the more detail areas. I'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's where I am. Thank you for watching again, and yeah, I'll hope to catch up with you next time. Bye.